Hi, everybody. Welcome
Hi
to the
there.
Knitting Turnpike. Today we have with me is a special guest. We have Judy with Judy's Creations and Crochet.
Hi,
And
everybody. I'm really excited to be here.
me too. I'm so excited that we're able to do this when I wanted to do a live show. And Judy was the first to respond to me, and I'm excited because I feel like it's a good mix. I can talk about the knitting, and she can talk about the crochet, and we'll just cover all the bases. But we're seeing a good mix of people coming in today, and we're so happy that you're joining us today for this. It's so much fun. I know it's so busy. This is the week before Christmas, so thank you for taking the time to spend with us. I hope we're going to have a really great show today. We've put together some things to talk about, some fun things, and some kind of, yarny things, of course. And we hope we'll have a really good time. I do want to kind of just give a little bit of kind of housekeeping thing before we get started. Um, if Today we're going to be asking questions, and we encourage you guys to chat with us. So if you want to ask us questions at any time, if you could really do us a favor, I don't know how many people will be here, how busy the chat will be, but if you do have a question, if you could just put a question mark at the beginning of your question, or a Q, or a question, write the word question out. That helps me identify what is a question so we can address it. And if we do kind of skip over it, if I go a few minutes and I haven't addressed it, please go ahead and type it again. We don't want to overlook anything that you guys want to ask us. So that would be really, really helpful. Thank you so much. And we encourage you guys to chat as well. Chat with us, chat with each other. That is what a live show is all about. Let's just have some fun and get to know each other a little bit better in a live setting. So today, like I said, we have Judy with Judy's Creations and Crochet, and I'm so happy that she could join me today. And Judy, I wanted to open up the floor to you and let people get to know you a little bit better. I think most people that follow me probably know you, but just in case they don't, I would like for you to tell who you are, tell a little bit about your YouTube channel, and maybe tell why you decided to start a YouTube channel.
Well, you opened a big door there.
That's okay.
If I answered all of that, I could take the whole show.
Well,
But I know a lot of the people here today are mostly going to be your viewers, and I know some of my viewers are there. I've seen them, but mostly your viewers, and they wouldn't know a lot about me. And later I have a question about that, but we'll get to it. First of all, I opened we got noise feedback or something? No? First of all,
oh,
my viewers could tell you what day I started my YouTube channel on my birthday, September the 23rd in 2021.
okay.
So I'm a still fairly new creator, I guess they call us, just over 2 years. And I have a small channel, but that's okay with me. I didn't come on to get huge numbers. I'm not trying to win a contest, and I'm not monetized and never will be. That is not my purpose. My purpose in starting my channel was to share my love of crochet and now my love of hand-dyed yarn with other people. And I have since discovered that it's also a great place to meet people, and this yarny community is just amazing. And
Yes.
I am enjoying it and making a lot of new friends, and that's what it's about to me. I don't care if I win a popularity contest. I always said, even when I was teaching, yes, you're right, some of you figured that out, I was a teacher. I never cared if my students liked me. My job was to teach them. So that's always sort of been my philosophy. Now, my background is kind of funny. I got here in a funny way. I did learn some basics of both knitting and crocheting back in my very early 20s. Not that I was ever taught, those of you that watch my channel and those of you that are going to go back and look later, if you watch last Thursday's show, I would tell you how that came to be. My mother was a sewer, a knitter, a crocheter, a cross stitcher, all those things. And I've done all those
Wow.
things. And I've probably done every craft going and enjoy most of them. But in my late 20s, I actually settled on cross stitch. I would have told you I was an avid cross stitcher and nothing would ever change that. And in fact, in the 90s, I opened a cross stitch store. I had a
Wow.
retail store for about a dozen years. And again, you know, you learn a lot when you do something like that. And I absolutely loved it. And I said, if I could have afforded to quit my day job, I would have done that. But my day job was supporting the store.
Wow.
Um, People in new businesses, especially retail, it's a long trip back, you know, to being successful. And I could see it starting to get better about 4 or 5 years. And in my town, it's, I live in, oh, by the way, I'm from Canada, folks that don't know. I'm from southwestern Ontario, which is about an hour from Detroit, Windsor. In my area, it's very much a farming community and a little bit of automotive. And the automotive industry didn't do well, and a big plant shut its doors and went to Chicago. And economy here collapsed, and I took the business into my home and kept it afloat because the overhead was low then for quite a while, but I ended up giving it up. But I still love crochet, cross stitch. Those words are very close and I mix them up. I still love cross stitch, and I spent all my free time cross stitching, and my house is full of cross stitch. My viewers have seen a tour of my cross stitch. And then I'm trying to think when it was. It was prior to COVID by, I'm going to say it was around 2015 or 16. There was a call in my church for people that knit to supply them with prayer shawls, and they were giving them out to, you know, people in the church that were shut-ins and sick and in the hospital and what have you. And those that watch me know that knitting and I have a love-hate relationship. So I went to the people in charge and said, I don't knit, but would you take crochet? And she says, of course. So I started crocheting Afghans. I wasn't proficient enough yet because all I'd ever done in the past was make a few scarves and a few Afghans. I wasn't that proficient, and I kept looking at shawls wanting to do them and saying, no, I'll have to wait a bit and try that. But I started making Afghans, and my best friend said, you know, I could do that too. So I taught her to crochet, and the two of us were making Afghans, and I'm taking once a month, I'm taking an armload into the church. And after about a year, they sort of in a nice way told us that we didn't need to do any more. They had too many. So
Oh,
we got
funny.
busy looking for other places to donate. And then I eventually started making shawls and found out they're my love. And I don't know what possessed me. I guess during COVID, we watched a lot of YouTube.
Hmm.
And I said, you know, I think I could do this. And I think I would enjoy to do this. So the teacher in me came out, I think. And I opened my channel. And now I love crochet so much and hand-dyed yarn that I have a cross stitch picture on a frame in my living room that's been there since before I started crocheting, and I have to push myself to work at it. So yes, I love which I love crochet now.
That's awesome. I kind of did the same thing too. I think during COVID, I decided to, well, it was my husband. He was like, you need to be filming this. And he's more of a video type of person, you know. And he was kind of like, just turn on your camera. You're already sitting there knitting. Just turn on your camera. So he kind of pushed me, but it was COVID. It was kind of, I was
Yeah.
doing a lot of that too, for sure. So
Well, I
I think,
think during COVID there were an awful lot of new. I bet you if you look, there were a lot of channels that started after 2020.
yeah, I think you're right. I think you are so, so right. Well, that was so interesting. I'm glad you shared that with me because I didn't know some of that. I knew that you cross stitch, but I did not know about the background of your
And I
channel.
cross stitch on a higher level than most. Anybody that's cross stitched knows that you basically cross stitch on 8 a cloth, and you can choose 14, 16, 18 count. But it was starting the business that made me get into what they call even weave or linen. So you do over two over two. And I thought, oh no, I'll never be able to do that. And I wouldn't do anything but that. It really changes the look of the picture. It dresses it up and makes it look. So I do big, beautiful, gorgeous ladies and stuff like that.
And you still do them?
Pardon?
You still do them?
Well, like I said, I got this one on the stand that my goal this year was to put some time in every week, and my viewers will have seen a little bit of progress through the year. But you know, if I had the option, I'd rather crochet than cross stitch now. Isn't that? And I was a cross stitcher for, I started in 79 until 2016. That's a long time.
Wow, that's amazing. I've only cross stitched one thing, and I remember I was a little girl. I was like, I'm gonna make my mom something for Christmas,
Yeah.
and I cross stitched her a sweatshirt, and I remember I had to stay up Christmas Eve night till like 4 o'clock in the morning to finish that thing. But I did it.
Well,
And
that's
it
quite an
wasn't
achievement to cross stitch on a sweatshirt. That takes a special.
Oh, I'm sure
ability.
there was a ton of mistakes. It was a little mouse, and it was working out. My mom loved to work out a lot, so I remember that, and I remember it was not perfect, but I'm sure she said she loved it. But that's my mom would say that,
Yeah,
about
all
anything I
mothers
make.
would.
Exactly. But that's about my extent of my cross stitching for sure. But I did start crocheting. That's how I got into fiber arts was crochet. Not that I could do that now because I kind of have lost a bunch of that skill. Um, so also today, Judy and I have prepared some questions to ask you guys in the chat. So we hope that you'll chat with us. But we also have some beautiful things to talk about for Advent knitting. Now I know Judy on her channel is showcasing some beautiful Advent sets that you have 3, 4.
I sent 3.
3, yeah, Polka Dot Creek and
Oh no, I'm opening 4. Sorry,
yeah,
I'm half listening. Yeah,
okay,
4.
It's Polka Dot Creek, Borealis,
Tangle Poets.
Tangle Poets, yes, Aberdeen Wool, and the last one is that Yak
Yarn Unique.
Yarn Unique, yes, it's so pretty. I think my favorite of yours so far is the sparkly, the Borealis. I really love that one. It's so nice. If you guys haven't seen her yarns, go watch her videos because they are beautiful. They're all different. They're all really different too. So
yes, they are. Mm-hmm. And I set out with the intention last summer, of course, when you got to buy these, that I was only going to do Canadian Advent calendars. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know how many there were because, when you go on Etsy and look for these, you see an awful lot of American ones. Nothing against American dyers. Some of them have absolutely beautiful yarn. But if you've been following me for a little bit or even watch one video from last week, you'll understand why I wanted to do Canadian. The exchange rate right now is something like 41%. And, when you buy a hank of yarn for $30 that's what it is for hand-dyed yarn. Well, your $30 is $42, $43 over here. It gets very expensive. And I can buy from a Canadian whose one skein of hand-dyed yarn is around 33, maybe 35. Some of you just discovered Arcane Fibers, and I think his are 33. But when you pay for it, it's 25, right? So I just said it's got to be Canadian. So that's why I have the dyers I have. I got Canadian ones. But after I was all done, Yarn Unique put out their ad. They weren't as early as the others. And I remembered really liking Yarn Unique last year. And they're in the UK, so I don't get hit at the customs. There's the big problem, the third courier people. So I said, you know, I got to do her as well. And then she was showing a color palette that spoke to me. So
Yeah, the
that's how I
berries.
ended up with 4 instead of 3.
Yeah, I forget too. I do the same thing. Like I forget which ones I buy because, like you said, I bought some in March and April, and then I came in at the end with I think the last one I bought was Aberdeen Wool, the Tangle Poet, and I thought I had three, but I had four because I'd forgotten I bought another one. So it was like, okay, there's four, and then I had the Sock Advent that I also kind of
Yeah.
forgotten. It's just I got to keep better track of that because I think it can get too much. And then what do you do with all of it? You know, like,
I'm thinking I won't do as much next year because I don't know what to do with all this yarn. I'll have to put it in giveaways. And here's a story about Aberdeen. I'm on their mailing list, of course, and Aberdeen sent out, when was it? Late August, I think, sent out their newsletter, and they were beginning to promote their Advent for Christmas. So I read through it all,
mm-hmm,
and I said, but I'm paying, you know, you pay more and they give you a lot of extras. And they
mm-hmm.
are a company that gives you extras, some don't. And they're telling you, I'm going to get a set of knitting needles, and I'm going to get 3 knitting patterns, and I'm going to get, I don't know what all else. And I thought, why do I want to pay that? I'm not a knitter. So I actually contacted her, and I
Mm.
said, you know, I would maybe, I'm Canadian. I only live, what, 4 or 5 hour drive from them. They're in my province. I said, you know, I'm a Canadian, and I would like to buy yours and support you. And I show this on my YouTube channel, but I'm a crocheter, and I know that all these extras cost money, and I'm not going to use it. Have you ever considered doing one for crocheters? And I didn't hear from her, but a week later, they sent out another newsletter, and they had the option of both. So I have
Yeah.
a feeling I'm the one that instigated that.
Well, I love that. I thought it was really, I was really proud to see that because I do think it gears a lot towards the knitters, and I love that they did that, and I'm actually on my next vlog I'm going to be talking about a company that for 2024 they're going to be doing something for knit and crochet, which I think is important. There's a lot of people that crochet. There's a lot of people who do both. You should be able to choose. It shouldn't be forced on
Yeah, that's
you.
right. And you
Yeah.
know what? It bothers me that a lot of these independent yarn dyers are always talking about knit. They have a knit along, they have a knit pattern to go with their yarn, and it's knit, knit, knit. And to me, they're closing the door.
Yeah.
Crocheters get put off. Crocheters will tell you stories where they've gone into their local yarn store and somebody puts up their nose at them because they don't knit. And the thing is, crocheters use more yarn than knitters do. That's what I've been
For
told. It takes
sure.
more yarn to
Yes,
make the same thing.
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Looks
So
like
why
we're,
would they want to close the door on us?
no, they shouldn't. They shouldn't. If they're smart, they wouldn't at all because yes, you do definitely use a lot. I do when I crochet. So let's see. It says Licorice's crochet mom is saying you need to go check out Judy's advent calendars. They're beautiful. You should go take a peek. It's sad it's coming to an end. Judy's presentation is excellent.
Thank you, Jane.
That's so nice. Let's see.
Jane lives in my province.
Oh, that's nice. Jennifer's saying she's in the UK. She's still finding new companies to subscribe to and receive newsletters. You should check out the Yarn Unique. That's a good one for sure. Um,
I think, did I see Adam? Are you there? Did Adam make a comment?
Adam, let's see. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up with the close chat, and please welcome everybody in. I'm not trying to overlook anybody. We're
Oh,
happy everybody's here. I just am trying to keep up with it so we don't make this long. If I read the chat, I can make this a very long
well, we could
show.
be here all day reading their
Exactly.
comments.
Yes,
Oh,
there's
there's
a comment from
Adam.
Adam right here.
Adam says he's here. Hi, Adam. And you should try Yarn Unique next year. Adam is
Here he is.
I just saw on Instagram. I'm not a big Instagram person, but I'm working on it. Adam just said, am I letting this out of the bag, Adam?
Uh-oh.
He's going to start a YouTube channel.
Oh,
And
very
he's
good.
very timid about it, but I'm wishing you all the best, Adam. And as soon as you open up the channel, you let me know. I'll be there.
Yeah, me too. I definitely would love to see that. I love it when men are knitting and crocheting and crafting as well, because a lot back in the early days, men knitted all the time and
Yeah.
crocheted. So it is for everybody, for everybody. So I love that.
Adam also has an Etsy shop, and he hand dyes yarn.
Oh wow, that's awesome. I'm in. Please let us know when you start your channel. Let's see. Hi, Anna. She's saying there's so many Advents out there. I think I'm going to see if I can plan on starting early with my purchases. Yeah, she definitely want to do that. She's going to check out the Canadian dyers.
So is she from the U.S.?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't. She'll have to tell us. But
I have to tell you, all the Americans out there right now is a wonderful time to buy your yarn from Canada, because you're going to get it at a much lower price.
Yeah, I just bought some yarn from a couple of Canadian dyers just a couple of days ago. Like I need more yarn, but I did.
Yeah.
It was some stock yarn stuff, like timber yarns and stuff like that. And I love Area 51 stock yarn as well.
Well, for anybody checking out yarn dyers, please check out Ravenswood. They're on the East Coast. I think they're in New Brunswick. And of all the yarns I've ever, they don't have a huge selection, and they don't do a lot of different bases. They basically stick to the merino nylon blend, but they do have it in fingering DK and worsted weight. I have to tell you, I think theirs is the softest yarn I've ever felt of a plain merino nylon blend. They do use a 19.5 micron in their base. So, Anna says she's from California.
Yeah. Okay. And she said, we can never have too much yarn. That is true.
Look at folks. This is just the tip of the iceberg back here.
I know. I want to see all your amazing yarn. I want to come over to your house and see it, touch it, play with it for sure. Let's see. I tell you what, Judy, we kind of have a couple of things planned. What do you want to do? Do you want to do patterns, or do you want to do a couple of questions to get the chat going, or what do you think we should do first?
I think maybe a few questions to get it started, although they're doing a good job of chatting.
I know. I love that.
I want to say hi, Cindy. I see you're there.
I'm so happy.
Follow this chat. So if I miss anybody, please forgive me, but I am trying. I have to go on another iPad to see this, because I'm not getting the chat where I should be getting it.
It's the iPad settings are a little off. Okay. Do you want one of your questions or one of mine?
I don't care. We can alternate. Start where you want.
All right. Let's do this one. You're going to see it. You should see it scroll at the bottom here. Let me take this comment off Anna, since we identified where you are. Do you have a yarn wish list? If so, what is at the top of it? Was that mine or yours?
That's yours.
Okay. So
I couldn't answer that question.
Really?
Oh, a yarn wish list?
Yes.
I'm always seeing yarn that I absolutely love. The only thing that's at the top of my wish list is the more luxury ones. I absolutely love. Yes, I am aware of the dyer in St. Thomas. I think Hoko.
That's what she says.
Leo and Roxy, I believe, are in the St. Thomas area.
Tammy's in Canada as well. So yeah,
Hoko, I haven't heard of. Anyway, I like things like cashmere. I'll pay extra for cashmere, and I do like alpaca, although I think I like cashmere better. And now from EFA, I mean, I get to do yarn with camel in it, yarn with yak in it. So I just have to go to their site and say anything from EFA almost is on my wish list.
Yeah.
EFA, by the way, people, is Expression Fiber Arts. I love them.
Yeah, they're great. She's so adorable too. She's just adorable, little ball of energy.
If I lost my vision, would I still crochet? I don't know. If I was able to, I would. I don't know if I'd be able to.
That's a good question.
I'm more worried, not with my vision. By the way, folks, I don't wear my glasses to cross stitch, to read, to crochet, anything. My vision up close is perfect. I have them for distance. My worry right now is this hand. So it's just starting to give me a problem, but I have had people tell me some ideas, and I am going to look into this heat massage thing.
Yeah, yeah, that would probably be really good.
My own room instead of sharing half of one.
Let's.
That's a good one.
Oh, that's funny. Let's see. Deb is saying yarn shopping is a weekly thing like grocery shopping.
Sometimes it's daily for me.
For sure. I know. My husband, every time a box comes in, he's like, is that what I think it is? No.
You know, I mean, I shop and I have no need to shop, but I just see it. I'm an addict. I have to admit, I'm a yarn addict.
I'm a yarn addict and a bead addict. I love them both equally. Let's see. Katie Bear wants to make something with cashmere. That's a popular. Susan also wants to try the cashmere.
Well, you know, they have a yarn that's not much more than normal at hi whoever Melanie.
That's Melanie.
At EFA, they have a yarn called Cash Silk Sock, and it's merino. I'll tell you the percentages.
Okay.
It's 75% merino, and that's the wrong yarn. I know it has merino, cashmere, and silk in it. It's called Cash Silk, and I think it's something like 20 and 10. Merino 70. Heavenly. I'm going to make something with it very shortly.
That's EFA.
That's from EFA. Oh, yeah. In fact, hint, guys, I just did my December cal for the holly, and one of the yarns I used was Cash Silk. So you're going to be seeing that very soon.
That sounds lovely. I can't wait. I need to go shopping more at EFA. I know I got a really nice gift from Susan, who's here from EFA, and I've been saving it for that perfect project because it's just like so soft and
here it
amazing.
Is 25% superwash wool, 15 cashmere, and 10% silk. That other one was in the wrong place.
All right, we have another question, and then we'll switch off at this question. Let's see. Question for both of you: what is the one thing you will not crochet?
I can list a few things, Adam. You'll never see amigurumi from me. Never. I have a good follower, and so does Gina. And that's Carrie. She can do all the amigurumi for me. And I'm not partial to making hats, and I don't make any of the houseware things that people make, like, you know, dishcloths and washcloths and all that stuff with cotton. Never. What about you?
I don't know. I'll give anything a try once, but
socks. I tried socks. Not going to do that again.
No, I definitely want to do socks. Trying to think. I guess I don't really wear a lot of hats or headbands. I like them. I think they're pretty, but my hair is crazy, and when I put stuff on it, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger as the day goes on. So I don't know. Deb is saying socks for her too.
Hi, Deb.
Let's see.
Another longtime follower.
Well, hi. Welcome in, Deb. We're glad to have you here. Jennifer says she meant my own craft room. She shares half with her mom. Her half is full of fabric. My half is overflowing with yarn and paper crafts. So that's really nice of you to share your space.
I share my space with sewing machines, but they are mine. But you know what? I'm not using them. I'd like to move them out of here, but I'm afraid if I get rid of them, I'll want them.
Yeah, I hear you. Let's see. Let me pick a question of yours because I think yours were down more to the bottom. Here we go. We talked about this for you. Do you have any other needlework hobbies? This is for you guys in the chat, okay? Answer. Go now. Let's see. I think, I saw the comment and it just jumped. I wanted to highlight that.
Oh my, look at all these comments.
Demetra is saying she's starting to be a yarn addict. Well, welcome to the club. That is awesome. Let's see. Katia says that amigurumis are cute, but crocheting them hurts her hands. She just finished a knit one though and loved it. Marcia is saying she's currently relearning how to make top-down beanies. She's made 3 so far for Christmas presents. Woohoo, she's getting better. That's
Good
awesome.
for you.
Yeah,
Good.
that's great.
I don't have anybody to make things for. Um, I don't have children or grandchildren, so I don't have people to make things for.
Mhm.
Once in a while, my sister-in-law will take a shawl, or I made her a cocoon cardigan once. So, I'm making stuff for me, and how much do I need? And I'm making it to try and sell. And there is an issue.
Yeah. Oh goodness.
Yeah.
Let's let's see if I
It's
can.
amigurumi's too tiny and fiddly for me.
Yeah, it really is a skill for sure. Let's see. More people are coming in. They're saying, it's,
See if I could help you, but then I got to take my glasses.
I was
Okay,
trying to
Mel
do it.
does embroidery and cross stitch, but
Thank you.
prefers
I was trying to
I
do
crochet and knit and
something.
mosaic. Okay, she knits and crochet. So yarn arm, I know you're Sheila. You're starting to quilt now too, and you're doing some beautiful quilting.
Let's see.
Here's a good question, Gina.
What's that?
How many whips do you both have?
Oh, dear Lord. Let's see. That's from Anna. She's saying, I'm gonna let you go first. I'm trying to set up this Nightbot thing while you do that. You answer first.
Okay. First of all, for those that know me, I'm basically a person who does not have whips, because whips stands for works in progress. So my answer to that question would be one, because I only ever work on one project at a time. But if in asking your question, do you really mean how many UFOs, which to me are unfinished objects that are sitting there in the closet or some drawer or someplace being ignored, that's a different question.
For sure.
I only have one whip on the go at the moment, but UFOs, I don't have as many as most people. I added 3 to it this year, but with the intention of eventually going back. It's just that something else took precedence. I maybe say, if you're talking real UFOs, I maybe have half a dozen.
Wow. It's not bad. I have a lot
No,
more
not
than that.
really. And I know 2 of them that are going to get picked up real early on and get done.
Mine is about uh I'd say close to 20, but I am going to be frogging about 5 or 6 of those. Suzanne says she has about 12. I'm seeing some other questions come in. I'm sorry, I was trying to do something with the Nightbot while I was listening to you. Let's see. Um, I am very rusty at this, so forgive me a second.
Thank you,
Nancy,
Steve.
Nancy loves to do amigurumi. She started using Sweet Snuggles yarn to make large ones. Her smallest is about 2 inches tall, and the largest is 21. 2 inches tall. My goodness, that's little. I bet that's adorable though, but ooh, it's little. Let's see. Adele says using plushy yarn is way better than DK yarn or 4 weight for amigurumis.
I don't enjoy working with heavier weights either. My preference is fingering weight. And that's brand new to me. I only learned about fingering weight once I started, well, just before I started my channel. I didn't
Mhm.
know fingering weight. I didn't know hand-dyed yarn. I didn't know one yarn from another 6 years ago.
Wow. Wow. You've done great then. I mean, getting some beautiful yarns in your stash.
When I get into something, boy, I jump in with both feet.
Donna's saying she wants to try mosaic crochet. She's thinking about a shawl to start out with that. That would be really pretty. Demetra does cross stitch and sewing in addition to knitting and crochet. Uh, let's see, Susan, she knits, crochets, sews, quilts, needle felting, and cross stitch. That's awesome. It's a lot.
Most people that get into needlework have probably tried almost everything. I mean, I've macrameed as well, besides needlepoint, crewel, embroidery. I had an experience with that, you know, the whole bit.
Mhm.
I talked about my mother, who did cross stitch, but I called it stamped cross stitch on every pillowcase in our house. And I was sorry I didn't have one. My sister-in-law tells me she still has a set. So I said, well, when you get home from Florida, please send it to me. I want to show people on my channel what my mother did. She spent her life doing it.
Mhm. Oh no. I'm not having luck with Nightbot here.
Oh, we may have to find another way to do it.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm sitting here. That's why I'm kind of okay. Let's see. Sherry says that her son called her yesterday, commissioned me to make hats for his coworkers last minute. Wow. So how many do you have to make? That sounds like a
Yeah, it's only a week till Christmas.
exactly. Marcia is learning how to do mosaic crochet, and she says it's very fun. Jennifer has about 10 UFOs and one whip. That's amazing, amazing. And a real UFOs. Yeah, that I'm not kidding. I have about 20 because I just get distracted easily and get a brand new needle out and start.
Well, I have a couple I stirred. You know, this is something else I found. Your taste seems to change over time. I bought
Mhm.
yarn that I don't like now. I bought cross stitch patterns that I didn't like 5 years later. And so I started an item in crochet, and now I look at it and say, well, first of all, some of them I can't remember what they're supposed to be because I have no notes, and I'm thinking I don't even care for this yarn. Why did I start it?
Right.
I may have to go back like you and do some frogging. Now, tatting is something. When I had the cross stitch store, I had a customer that tatted a lot, and I actually took one class in tatting and never got anywhere with it. But boy, you can make some beautiful items in tatting.
I really wanted to get into tatting, but I didn't. But and I just gave away. I had a bunch of stuff in my room, but when I cleaned out my room, I had all these books and
Yeah,
all the stuff for it, and I just gave it all away. I donated it, and I just
you can't keep everything, can you?
no, you can't. You really can't. Um, yeah, I think we're going to have to do a different way. I thought I had this all set up. It is not easy to test Nightbot when you don't do a live show. So let me think about it for a minute while we're still doing the chat. We'll figure out something to do. We were going to try to do a giveaway every 15 minutes, you guys. That's what I'm trying to do is so please forgive me. Kat is saying she needs multiple whips. Her brain needs different things to do. She's always either watching videos or listening to books while she works. That's
I
amazing.
listen to audiobooks while I'm crocheting. I'm an avid reader, and I didn't want to give up crochet time, and I don't want to give up reading time. So audiobooks are my thing.
That's really cool. I don't do that. I'll kind of, what do I do? I think I have TV or the radio or something. I should listen to audiobooks. Karen, she got trigger finger and carpal tunnel in her hand. I'm so sorry to hear that. But she does painting, knitting, crochet. So she had surgery, and it helped a lot. So,
Well, Karen, I don't think mine has progressed that far. I've just had a bit of an achy thumb lately, and I think if I'm a little more careful and I get this hand massage thing, that I'll be okay. I'm trying to avoid having it get so far I need surgery.
yeah, that would be good. Let's see. Sherry, her bucket list for 2024, finish all her whips and start
Good for
making
you.
wearables. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a really good one. Let's see. Sherry says you can many rabbit holes you can fall into once you pick up crochet, yarn collecting, pattern collecting, hand dyeing yarn.
No, I'm not going to hand dye yarn. That's too fiddly fuzzy. You know what my problem would be? The same thing when I took up adult coloring. I have certain colors I absolutely love. So people will notice behind me, everything is pretty much in the same color palette. So if I were yarn dyeing, I would be wanting to dye the same color all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, I've started diamond painting, Adam. Oh, stitch up the hem of your
Oh,
I have a sewing machine for that.
Oh, it counts. I think it counts.
Yes, you're sewing.
Yeah, it counts. In my book, it counts. Let's see. Um, your daughter does a Bees Whiz 123. My daughter does. I know your name and it's not coming to my mind, so I'm so sorry. My daughter does an amigurumi, makes them to order and sell. I can't stand the thought of sewing all kinds of pieces together,
That's
but
right.
to each their
Yeah.
own. Oh, Sabrina's here. Welcome in, and Elisa, and then just welcome in everybody.
I
I don't.
think, Elisa, did you just make a comment on my video this morning? Your thumbnail looks familiar. You're brand new to my channel. Hello.
Okay, Judy, I'm not sure what we're going to do for this giveaway. It's time to give away. We're going to be talking about some patterns for Advent, and I think it would be good to go ahead and have one because we said we were going to do two each, and I don't know what to do because
Okay.
my Nightbot is messed up.
I have a thought.
Okay.
You tell me if you think this works. It's going to be a little more work on both of us.
Okay.
But we could ask them a question that has a very simple answer. I have one question in mind already.
Okay.
And you can mark the chat. I'm sure you can put in a mark.
I can.
And then we'll have everybody answer the question, and then you'll put in another mark, say time is up, and we can go back and count how many there are. And I can go over here and ask Suri or somebody to give us a number between 1 and whatever, and that person would be the winner.
Okay, let's do that.
That's the only way I can think to do it.
I've done that before.
Do that on her channel.
Yeah, I've done it that way before too. It's a lot of work.
It's a little time consuming, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm so sorry, you guys. I tried to plan. I really did. I put a lot of stuff into this, but
she did. She worked hard, especially on getting me on board.
but Nightbot just doesn't like me for some reason lately. I don't know what it is.
Somebody out there is technical and can help Gina figure that out.
I can see the comments in Nightbot. Like I can see you guys chatting totally fine. The problem is it's not making everybody eligible. And all I'm trying to do is if you're chatting, you're eligible. There's no word, there's no number. If you're just chatting, it's going to work. But for some reason, it is not.
The question is, are you using StreamYard? Yes, we are using StreamYard.
Oh, wait. Keep chatting, guys. I'm seeing people coming in on Nightbot. I'm seeing people actually become eligible.
Nightbot
I don't know.
Just put to check out my channel, so maybe it's just got started.
Maybe it's waking up. Okay, keep chatting, guys. We'll just give you guys a few more minutes then, because I should be able to just. Yeah, people's names are starting to come up. Thank you,
Somebody
guys.
is saying that this is working really well. Jane is saying that she can hear both of us well, and usually she doesn't watch chats because there's too much noise, but it's working really well. She hears us both.
That's great.
Yay, the giveaway tool is great. Knit Pearl and Squirrel Grant. You probably know her. Can she tell you something to make it work?
I'm
seeing some in blue with wrench. Is that because of Nightbot?
No, I see Nightbot dropped your channel. No, what the blue wrench is those people are moderators on my channel, and if they need to drop a link for somebody, they can. They're the people that have the ability. I've told YouTube they can drop links, because not everybody can drop links. You have to. YouTube is real strict on that on live shows, because if you don't, you'll have people come in and troll your channel and just drop all kinds of bad, nasty links that you don't want on your channel. So
I wanna shout out to Joyce. Thank you very much for your comment. I never knew you were on my channel or a viewer, so please comment sometime. My sister's name is Joyce, by the way. Hi, Gina and Judy, you guys are shawl specialists.
We really do have a lot in common. We both love the bougie yarns and we love the shawls, so we really do have a lot in common, which I think is awesome. So it's only natural that we gravitated towards each other, for sure. Joyce is saying she loves your channel, Joyce Swinson, and
yeah, Joyce, I don't recognize the name, so you've never commented.
Well, she's
Thank you,
a sweetheart.
Gina, for inviting Judy. Okay.
Well, Judy was one of the first people who responded, and I was so happy she did, because I think it's a great. And Oh, look at this. We got a new subscriber to both of us. Welcome, Judy. Another
Well,
Judy.
this Judy has been with me now maybe a month. Am I right, Judy? And she made a special comment because she said to me, "I'm another Judy that lives in southwestern Ontario," and I asked where. I won't say where here, but she lives maybe 2.5 hours from me.
Oh, that's nice. All right, everybody. Y'all have been chatting. I'm going to say roll and let's let Nightpot pick a winner. Now, this person is going to win a pattern. I'll take the first one. You'll win a pattern from me. And Judy, correct me. We said up to. Did we say what was the number we said?
You can choose a pattern that has a value up to $7
Right.
US or
Yes.
$10 Canadian.
Right.
They're about equal. And if you live somewhere else, I guess you'll have to figure out the exchange rate. I think the British pound is about the $7 mark. We're very close. 7
Right.
pounds, I should say. So that gives you an idea of the value you can choose.
Everybody's entered. I'm about to hit roll, and let's just see. Nightbot's going to pick it. Ah,
it's
do
working.
you see it? Yeah, Steve has won the giveaway.
Steve did.
Yes, Steve.
We'll take note of the four. We're going to do four.
Yes.
We'll take note of the four names, and then after the fact, we'll just split the names.
Okay, that works.
Each take two, and
Perfect.
You can email us. We'll tell you what we need to know.
Yeah, both of our emails is down in the description box. So yeah, of this video, so you can easily find it. All my videos have it. Probably all yours do too. Have your email in there. Yeah. So let's see. Let's get back to the chat. Yeah, maybe it is a slow day for Nightbot. I'm just glad it woke up. Hey, you know what I mean? That works for me because that is so much easier.
We've been on for 45 minutes. Maybe we should pick another one right now.
I think so too. Let's do it. Okay, if you guys, I see everybody's names still. Let's pick another one. Okay, I see another name. It should be popping up here in a minute. There we go. Anna Hill Dombrowski. I hope I said that correctly. Congratulations. You won a free pattern.
We could end up being here chatting forever. But people seem to be active in the chat, so I'm gathering you're enjoying all the chatting and interplay. But maybe we should start with a pattern.
Let's do it. All right, I got to share my screen. And you want to start? You want to do the crochet stuff first?
Okay. Would you do one of the blankets?
Yes.
Either one of those. I want to save the other one to last.
All right. Now I have to go off into another screen. I won't be able to. I will have to look at a different computer for the chat. I'm going to pick this one first because I love this one.
I'm going to tell people why I picked these two. Now, most of you know I'm not big on making blankets anymore, but the reason I picked this is, you see all the individual pieces. A lot of people like to make corner to corner blankets. Now, I've not ever made a corner to corner, and when I do, it's going to be the moss stitch. But I thought that this is a big blanket, but you could take you can't see what I'm doing, but you could take the first two panels and maybe make a scarf, or do 3 panels and make a wrap. You don't have to make it that big, but being that we're talking about all of this Advent yarn we have and leftovers, a lot of you have scrappy yarn. I just thought that was perfect. You could make a whole lot of corner to corners in the size they say and put them together. And it's a nice, most people make granny squares and put them together. And personally, I'm not a big granny square fan, but I thought this was a nice alternative to using up a whole lot of scraps or 4 Advent calendars.
This is called, did you say the name of this?
I
think it's the Felix blanket, right?
Just a minute. I may have to go look. I think you might be right. It's the Felix one.
Yeah, I love this one. When you showed me this one, this is the one I loved the most out of all the ones you picked to talk about. And I just want to say real quickly, but you can go back and talk about it, but all the links to all these patterns we're sharing are down below. And I don't think I think some of them are paid patterns, but they're just so
Oh,
beautiful.
yeah, I'm
We
sure
just
they are.
couldn't.
I didn't check that out.
Yeah, we couldn't overlook them. Judy has a big list of Advent patterns on, like she has it in Ravelry, like a whole bunch of crochet ones and a whole bunch of knit ones that she links in her Advent in her videos. You can go check out a whole bunch of them, like hundreds of
I
crochets
can't
and
I can't
40.
find the name right now.
I think it's a Felix blanket,
Yeah,
but it's
if you
pretty.
go in the description box of any of my videos this past month,
Yeah.
I have a link to a bundle of 100, and I think it's 105 crochet
Right.
patterns that use minis or scraps. And I have a link to a second link to knit patterns, although I don't knit, I did do it. And I think there are 55 knit patterns in that bundle. So there's a lot of choice. And I didn't just stick to shawls and blankets and scarves. There are socks and beanies and scarves and children's clothing and you name it. There's everything.
I think I have another view of this one. Like, there we go. There's another view of it. Um, there's people are saying that they would love that as a scarf. That's what Bonnie says. She would love to make that as a scarf. Deb says it's very
Okay,
pretty.
what Bonnie was that?
That is Bonnie. Oh no, Schwartzfogger. I hope I said that
Okay,
correct.
I think she's fairly new to my channel. Yeah.
Hal Crochet says so pretty. Love the bright colors. Uh, let's see. Judy
Very pretty
Townsend.
blanket. Wow,
Yes.
that's different. Oh, I'd
Yeah,
love
it
that
really
as a
is.
scarf. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. It's really, really beautiful. It struck me as very unique and pretty and colorful.
Oh, Steve is saying that there is a tutorial for this on YouTube.
Oh, nice.
Now, I didn't know that, but thanks for the information, Steve.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you for sharing that.
Oh, there's Denise. Hi, Denise.
Hi, Denise. Nice to have you join us. Let's see. Do you want me to pick one, or do you want to go on and
Yeah,
finish yours?
you pick one now.
Okay, I've got to exit out of this. So give me a second.
Okay.
Yeah,
No
it is the
problem.
Felix blanket. I see the name
Okay.
now. All right, for one of mine, we're just gonna go with this one, and let me
Oh, yeah.
enlarge this real quick. This is a scarf. This is Lead the Way wrap. It is by Megan Daughtery. It is a knit pattern. She used fingering weight, but I'm sure you can adapt it. It is in a US 5 knitting needle. She used 915 to 960 yards total. There was one main color which uses 435 yards. The minis, she used 24 minis, approximately 20 to 22 yards. So she didn't use the full 80 grams of, like when people do the advent. You could use this with a bunch of scraps that you have left over, 20 to 22 yards, for a total of 525 yards total. You can do all kinds of things with this. You can do variations of the stripes, make the stripes thicker, make the stripes thinner. You can make the scarf wider to make a kind of a bigger wrap. You can make it skinnier. It is a beautiful show of all the colors. This one is 84 inches long by 15 inches wide. I thought it was
You,
really pretty. Go ahead.
you see a lot of scarves and wraps with that kind of arrow formation in them.
Yeah, for sure. I love that. I think it's really, really cool looking. Trying to think how they would do that down the center. That's really cool. I liked it. So that one's mine. You want to go to one of yours now?
Sure. We can
Okay.
do whatever. And the other blanket one.
Okay. Let me go back to Judy's. And the other blanket is this one.
And I don't know the
Make it
name of
bigger.
any of these.
I
Oh, the
do.
last one.
I
Now,
do.
this one was specifically done with advents, but again, it could be done with any scraps. And what's different about this one, they used 3 strands. So if you look closely, you can kind of see where one strand gets dropped and another color gets added, and then the third, they keep dropping one and adding another as they go.
Right.
So you can get a lot of color variation. Now, it looks to me like all of their yarn were solids. There were no variegated yarns in it.
Yeah,
But again, it's a good, to me, that's what I call a ripple. They call it chevron now. I don't know why we changed the name, but um, you know, it just gives you a good idea of what you can do with any kind of leftovers, any kind of yarns. You
for
could do
sure.
some that were more variegated. I have a an advent from the summer. Sounds funny, but I do. And I'm going to do it 2 strands thick. I'm going to use the one color and do it 2 strands and then drop 1 strand of it and add in the next advent color and keep going. But again, you could make that any width. You could make it, you know, a wrap width. You could just do a small ripple for a scarf. And I think, if I'm recalling correctly, they use 3 strands of worsted, but you could do 3 strands of DK or 3 strands of fingering. For that
Of
matter, you
course.
could put a strand of each together, and you don't
Yeah,
have to use 3. But I just really like the look of how they were progressing by changing 1 strand at a time.
it's really pretty. It's called the Scrappy Lap-ghan.
Scrappy Lap-ghan. That makes
Yeah.
sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It looks really nice. It looks like something I would really want to curl up with on a couch on a cold day, for
And you
sure.
know, even if you don't have scraps, maybe you have, you know, half a dozen different balls of red heart or some other you know, like craft smart or something like that. You could use any colors you want.
Oh,
You
we have
could
some,
make some dominant color in there if you wanted.
for sure. That love people are really loving this. Karen, she says she loves abstract stuff like that, and Katie Bear says it's fun. And let's see, Suzanne loves all the colors, and Susan loves the ripples. And let's see, oh, a couple of people having to leave. We'll see you later, Sabrina. Thank you for stopping in. And be careful when you're driving, Tammy, and listening. We're happy you're here with us. But Bonnie is thinking maybe a pillow. She would make something out of a
Yes,
pillow.
yes, you could. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
That's a great idea. I like that. All right, we'll go to one of mine. We'll go to
Here's
the knit.
somebody that loves ripples. Chevron
Yeah.
fun.
Sorry, I didn't mean to
Love the.
yell in y'all's ear. I
I
think I
like
got a
that
little loud there.
blanket.
All right, the next one is for me. I liked this one. I think I'm saving my best ones for last.
That
Okay.
one is really very similar to the other one, except that it's got the row of eyelet down the middle.
Yeah, and this is called the Mini Skein Infinity Cowl. So it is all circular. It is by Julianne Cole, who is Lovebird Lane. Again, all the links are down below. This is made with a fingering weight US 5 knitting needle. Utilizes 466 to 510 yards. Use your favorite minis of scraps or mix it up. You can, again, with this one, you can mix it up like you want, make the stripes different sizes, marl 2 colors together. She says it's super easy to customize, and you end up using about 12 grams of 10 colors to make this. You can use tonal, variegated yarn. It's a 76-inch circumference by 7.5 inches wide. But again, you could make it, you could vary it up. You could find out the pattern repeat and make it shorter if you want, if shorter in the width, or shorter in length if you wanted, or longer if you wanted. I think I have one more picture. I try to get two of these to view. Oh no, that's not it. That's the
No,
next one we're going to talk
obviously
about.
not.
That's the next one we're going to talk about. I guess I didn't get two of that one. My brain is failing me today. All right. Let's see what people are saying. People love this. Fade would be lovely. Bonnie loves the colors. Um, Jennifer loves the cow fingering weight. Yes, that's what she used to make it. But I think you could possibly do it with DK. You could probably even do it with worsted. If it's so easy to change it up, I think you could definitely try different weights of yarn. So
Well, and
Roseanne
even
loves it.
so, you get a worsted. Sometimes it's more like a DK anyway.
That's the truth. That is the truth. Let's see. The next one for you is. You ready for it?
Rip tide. It's over one. Rip tide. Yep,
Yes,
that's it there.
that's it. Let me make it a little bit bigger so everybody can see it. Isn't that
And
beautiful?
Did you get a second view of that?
Yes, I did. I'll have to go backwards. That's this one, and I'll have to
Oh,
enlarge it.
okay. That one is sort of an asymmetrical shawl, and I fell in love with this. There are apparently two versions, and I fell in love with it. I think because of the colors, partly that she's got in it as well. But
Yeah.
listen to this, Gina. It starts with an I cord. I'm thinking, I cord?
Wow.
I'm not going to knit this. But they have a tutorial showing you how to make an I cord, and it
Cool.
becomes the chain in the first row. It's not a foundation single crochet. It is an I cord because I watched the video. And then you build off of it, and you see each row getting wider, and it gets wider because, listen to this again, Gina, because you use short rows.
Awesome.
Now, these are both knitting terms, and I've just decided I want to learn how to do this. I love it. Now I got to pick the right color. So I'm going to be going through all of my advents, and I'm going to go through my regulars. I want to make them solids or semi-solids. I really don't want any variegated in there. It would be too busy.
Right.
Maybe a speckle. But in the new year, that's going to be one of the things I'm going to do, because one of my goals is to learn something new. I set that as a goal each year, to do something I haven't done before. And short rows is new to me. And I think this will be gorgeous.
Yeah, so, I do too. It's beautiful.
And it's using minis. The minis at the top, each row is a different color.
It's nice. I love that it's got all those new techniques in there too. I would love to learn that. The crochet short rows.
Yeah.
Love it.
I don't know that everybody's heard of that, but I've seen a few patterns that have short rows in them lately. So I'm going to be trying them.
I love that. Let's see. People are Anna saying crochet. Wow. And Mama G, welcome in. Suzanne likes the light color going into the darker one. Deb says it's pretty. Let's see. Frosted. Denise says that frosted berry.
Just out on me.
Oh no!
I'm not going to be able to. It has a very bad battery, and even though I'm not doing anything, YouTube is up and running, so it's draining it. Okay. I won't be able to see comments.
Okay, well let me read these to you. It says Denise said that your frosted berry advent would look fabulous in this.
What's that?
Denise said that your frosted berry advent that you're opening would be great for this pattern, this riptide pattern. You know what I'm saying? The advent that you're currently opening from Yarn Unique. Is that it?
Oh, Yarn Unique. If you want to, I don't want to do it in brown. Yarn Unique has a great gradient, but it's a lot of brown. And I want to do colors similar to it won't be exact, of course, but I want to do it in like the teals, blues, purples, pinks, something like that. So I'm going to have to hunt. But she's right. That advent might work very well for that.
That's nice. Let's see. The Bonnie saying the colors remind her of abalone shell. It's definitely a showstopper. Awesome. And How Crochet says she's made hats with short rows before. That's interesting.
In crochet.
Yeah.
Okay. I suppose as you get closer to the brim, that would make sense.
And then Naughty Arnie's, my friend Barb, she's done crochet sweaters with short rows and says it's so easy and satisfying.
Yeah. Oh, crochet. Okay. I know they do sweaters in knit, but I didn't know crochet. But
yeah, she does both. So yeah, she's saying crochet sweaters with short rows.
I'm gonna disappear for a minute. I want to plug in my iPad. I'll be right back.
Okie doke. That'll be. I'll talk about the next knit pattern. All right. All right, you guys, let's go. I've got 2 to show anyway. She picked 3. I picked 4. I know I'm a little bit of a hog. Let's do this one. I think will be interesting to see. This one is by my friend, not my friend, but the lady I love. Her name is Amber O'Brien. This is called the Supernova Shawl. This is a knit pattern.
Okay, well, I absolutely love that.
Me too. It's by Amber O'Brien. It's a fingering weight, uses 1350 to 1360 yards. It uses 12 mini skeins or scraps. and then one full skein of a solid of another color, a main color. It is both written and charted instructions. It begins in the center where you see that flower, and it with the birth of. I'm sorry, it's a star. It's not a flower. It begins in the center with the birth of a star. It's worked in the round initially. Stitches are held while you work each wing, the sides flat, and then stitches are picked up along the edge to complete the project edging. It is 105 inches across the top, 28 inches width in the depth across your back. And I just think it's so unique and so pretty. This is a brand new pattern for her this year that she came out with. I think I have one other there. That's another view of it. So pretty.
You know what? I've set myself a challenge this year to come up with a crochet version of that.
Ah, I can't wait to see that.
It might be a while, but you know, that's a pentagon in the center. Well, you could make any pentagon, change the colors, and then you work off two sides. I'm going to try at some point.
I love that. I love that. Denise is saying that might be worth learning how to knit.
Yeah, I agree, Denise.
Tammy loves it, and Judy and Joyce. And let's see. Demetra says short rows are great for shaping shoulders and heels for socks. So that's awesome. Oh, well, do we have Zach's Crafts here? Hi, Zach. I didn't see you come in. Welcome in. And welcome everybody else who is joining us. If you've joined us after we started, we're glad you're here. Elisa. Sorry, I almost said Allison. My eyes are not working great. Elisa says, please do, Judy, make a crochet version, please.
Okay.
And
Allison,
Adam,
do you follow my channel?
Elisa,
sorry, do you follow my channel?
Let's see what she says. Let's see. Debbie's joining us late. Welcome in. Adam says he loves that idea too, that of you to making a crochet version. So keep us updated, please. Barb is saying she was thinking the same thing, that y'all have the same idea. So great minds think alike. That's awesome.
I already went looking for some pentagon shaped, like a granny square, but 5-sided instead. And it wouldn't be solid in the middle. They show them with like a flower or a star or something like that. But I don't mind taking that and then building on it.
I think that would be awesome. I think it would be awesome. Let me do this. I tell you what, Judy, let me take this down for a second. I got to find where I am. Hold on. Let me just take that down. Sorry, you guys. Let me move this for a second. I think what we should do, I have one more pattern I want to discuss, but I want to go ahead and do those last two giveaways, if you don't mind. And
sure. And, you know, we could do a question too.
Okay. Let me just, I'm going to do the Nightbot. It looks like it's working. So let's see. I see another question too. So we'll come back to that. Let's pick a winner. I see one pop up. It should say Mama G Gear. Congratulations, Jenny. Jenny needs to go play the lottery. She won a couple of things from me just recently. And let's pick another one. Let's go ahead and pick another one. Let's roll it. I see Tammy Sabo. Did it pop up? Tammy Sabo, congratulations. So I have Steve, Anna, Mama G, and Tammy Sabo winning.
Steve's the only one that I've ever seen on my channel.
I know the other people, but
okay.
I'm glad everybody's here. I wanted to say also, just real quickly, let me just go over here and make sure I can see everybody. For this show, when the show is over, it will post up to my channel. And what I like to do also is there are a lot of people who cannot come to the live show, and I just don't want to exclude them from winning something. And this includes you guys as well. So after the show is over, give it a little bit of time to upload and post. Come back, please, and make a comment under this video. And what I'm going to do, let's see, I took my glasses off. I always do that. I decided in January what I'm going to do. January, I think it was the 4th. January the 4th, a Thursday, I will use YouTube comment picker. You don't have to put any type of special word. Just come put a comment. And I'm going to pick 4 people to win some stitch marker stuff. I have so much stitch marker stuff that I got for Christmas. And then I had that stitch marker club for last year from a Hand Stitch Life. I'm going to pick 4 people, and I got even more stitch markers coming. They're coming probably tomorrow. I got like a whole big order. So I'm going to pick 4 people. You'll get some really nice little kit from me. And if you don't mind, I'll just pick it and pick when I pick your name, and we'll just go from there. But those are that all you guys come back and put a comment too. You just doesn't have to be the people watching replay. You don't have to watch it again. Just come back and put a comment under the video because you've already been here through the live show. But we'll do that and that as well for the replay. I love to do that for the replay stuff. So anyway,
I have a question I want to ask them. And
okay.
I'm hoping everybody will respond that this applies to. I didn't run this by Gina, but
Okay.
I'm really curious. And don't answer this question until I tell you exactly how to answer it. I'm curious how many of you, before this live, before we started advertising, we were doing this together. How many of you are followers of both Gina and me? And don't count joining last week. I mean, Gina's just come back. So maybe before she came back, how many people followed both of us? And this is how you'll answer. You'll put the name of where you are. So Ontario would be ON, Texas would be TX, a 2-letter code for the state or province or UK or whatever country you live in. Those of you that watched us both regularly before 2 weeks ago, put where you are in the answers in the chat. What do you think? I'm just curious how many people watch both of us.
Yeah, that would be great. Let's see. I saw Zach had a question. Her channel name is Judy's Creations in Crochet. Zach was asking.
Isn't it showing here? It was here before.
I don't think it is.
The screen.
Yeah, I don't see it either. Maybe I'm covering up with a comment. So let me take a comment off, but I've got to go find it. Hold on. There's so many comments.
It says it in my thumbnail up there, but
there we go. There we go. Yeah, it was just because I had a comment up there. There you go. See, now you can see it. Sorry about that. Okay, there was a question I saw, something about, oh, Judy, you really didn't mention this. And Vita had a question about your
Okay, you want me to talk about that?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just finishing up this year. I got the bright idea at the beginning of the year to have a monthly cow, and people do all kinds of things. And I decided to look up the flower of the month. So every month I show a picture of the flower of the month, and you could make anything you wanted. And before the end of the month, you would send me a picture, and then the first day of the next month. So for example, in September, at the end of September, I would do a slideshow October the 1st of everybody's submissions. And you could do small, big, you can do knit, crochet, any yarn related work. And I show the pictures. Right now I have 30 people every month giving me pictures to show. Well, I asked my viewers, have you enjoyed this? Do you want to do it again? And they said, yes, yes, yes. And I gave them a couple of choices. So starting in January, we're going to do tropical birds. Now, if that isn't colorful, I don't know what is.
Sounds
you do
awesome.
Not have to do all of the colors in the picture, but on the 1st of the month, I will put up a picture of the tropical bird for that month, and you have to pick at least one color from that picture. You can pick 2, you can pick them all. And you can knit, crochet, anything. I'm going to call it a MAL, make along next year. And you can put the pictures in Instagram and send me through email your picture of the item you're making for the month. And I have some people, especially this month, because it was Christmas colors, I had a number of people send me 2 and 3 pictures of things that they made, and that's fine.
Love it.
And then the first day so in January 1st, I'll give you a picture. You send the picture to me, usually around the 28th of the month. And then I make a slideshow on February one, I'll show the slideshow, and then I will show the picture for February. And I've got some very bright, colorful birds for next year.
That's really cool.
So I'd love to have some, even if you're knitters. I got some viewers that only knit, and they submit something knitted every month.
So I've got one more thing to ask you, and then I want to show you all the people that are saying the question, answer your question. I want to ask you a question, Judy.
Oh.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, put me on the spot.
Okay, what did the one snowman say to the other snowman?
Something about melt me.
No, do you smell carrots or is it just me? Sorry, I just had to put a silly joke in. Okay, let's see. All right, so Elisa, sorry, she already was subscribed to both of us. Midge is both.
So you guys didn't listen. Oh, Ontario? Is that what you're
Ontario,
saying? Okay.
Let's see, Demetra. Oh, okay, sorry. I
That's
I
not
gotta
an
put my
answer.
glasses.
They're supposed to be giving me their location.
Midge, sorry, Ohio.
Okay. And she watched both of us. Yeah,
So
I knew you were in Ireland, Sheila.
I want to come visit
she watches
you.
Both. Debbie in California.
Yes.
I don't know her.
Deb is in Arizona.
I do know Deb, yes.
Paula is in New York.
Paula, I've never seen you. Denise, yes.
Minnesota. And Jennifer's in the UK.
Oh, I didn't know she watched me.
Yeah, and yay, Deb is in Texas with
Deb
me.
Either. I got lots of Debs, but
yeah, there's a lot of. Let's see.
Some of the viewers come on with this username with a bunch of letters and numbers. I never know their name.
Roseanne.
Yes, I'm a follower, June. Roseanne. I don't know that I've seen Roseanne, but
Roseanne's in Pennsylvania. Mama G Gears in New York.
Oh, do you watch me, Mama G? Okay. I didn't know.
Then let's see. Here we go. Steve, PA, yes, both a long time followers. Thank
Steve,
you.
I'm surprised you're showing your name.
Oh, that's funny. Demetra, the Naked Snail, she's in Ontario.
Oh, okay. That you're new to me. I don't know that name.
You know, Granny D, she's in North Carolina.
I do know her, and she did give me, I think, a shout out when I was fairly new, but I haven't seen comments from her. Yeah.
How Crochets is in Iowa. I already said Roseanne was in Pennsylvania. Spring, the Fire Enthusiast. Hi, welcome in.
Ooh, I've never heard from her.
I know her. She's in the U.S. Let's see. Barb is in Ontario.
Barb.
Yeah, Barb, the Naughty Yarny.
I've been MIA for sure. Okay, but back now. So hopefully I'll hear comments from you. What part of Ontario? You can tell me or not.
Yeah.
They have a channel, don't they?
Barb does. She and I have done a few things on my channel before and on her channel. Yeah, we did
I think I have seen her somewhere, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. She's subscribed to both
Ontario,
of us.
That's Jane.
Jane. Welcome. Let's see. And that's Demetra.
I don't know the Naked Snail, but maybe you have a different name when you talk to me on my channel.
That's her channel. And
I just found out about you through this, Judy, but you're Southwestern Ontario. Okay.
Yeah. She's Canadian.
All right. Next time we have a conversation, I'll ask where you are.
Hello.
I am real deep Southwestern.
Adele is in just Texas as well. So Texas, my Texas friend. And let's see. Is your chat slow? It's probably me. Let's see. Oh, here's a question for you from Nancy. Can it be an actual tropical bird like an amigurumi for your thing?
The tropical bird refers to the picture I'm going to be showing you. Now, what you make is entirely up to you. I have one subscriber who mostly makes amigurumi. So if you want to make a tropical bird, you're welcome to. It changes every month. And you can make something different every month. It's your choice what you make, but the colors have to come from the picture that I show.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's a lot of fun seeing all the way that people evaluate it and come up with their own creations.
Yeah.
I really enjoy watching the video that you do with that. Let's see, Sherry is going to try to dye yarn that matches tropical birds and flowers. That will be
Oh,
really
wow.
cool.
And Sherry, I think you're on my channel. No, the Sherry spelled it with an I. Hmm.
All right, so everybody's chatting with everybody. Donna's in Ontario as well, another
Yes.
Canadian.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
she's up in Ottawa, our nation's capital.
yeah, Spring is in West Virginia. That's what I thought. And Jen is in Ohio. Got some U.S. and
A lot
Canadians
of
here
names I
today.
don't recognize.
That's good. Paula says she watches you all the time.
Well, hello, Paula. You need to say hello to me sometime.
And Mama G says, Judy, 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 I just don't always comment, but I watch you.
Okay, that's nice to know. And you know that Cary Grant did not say Judy, Judy, Judy.
Denise, when I watch on her TV, she can't comment, so maybe
Oh,
it's from
okay.
that.
But she does comment quite often.
Yeah, and Jennifer as well. So
I can be a silent watch. You can be. I just didn't know you were there.
okay, Jen has been subbed to you, but don't get to watch either much. But Jen Reeves
Okay.
and Envita, we both know Envita.
Oh, I hear from Envita regularly. Yeah. Yes, since the beginning of time.
Barb is in Pembroke. I just don't want to
Okay.
say unless people say, but
Okay.
Yeah, outside of Ottawa. A lot of Canadians.
She'd be up close to, do you know the Canadian crocheter? Deb? Debbie, the Canadian crocheter, lives up in that area.
Ah. Let's see. Let's see. Denise, she went to kindergarten in Emo,
Where
Ontario.
is Emo? Emo, Ontario. I've never heard of it. You'll have to clue me in, Denise.
Granny D's a lurker when she's working on a project or two.
Okay.
And then Elisa is
Sarnia.
Yeah.
I was just in a craft show in Sarnia, 3-4 weeks ago at DeGroot's nursery. Maybe you saw me there.
And Nancy's saying,
haven't watched, came over from Granny D's shout out. Okay, that's a while back, and again, I haven't heard from her. Okay.
Thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate that. It's so nice. And let's see. Jane says, this is Jane, right?
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, that's I don't me too. Sometimes you can't get a comment in sometimes. Let's see. All right. Jumping Denise by Fort Francis.
Fort Francis. Now where the heck is that? Is that up in the Fort Francis? Is that up around Lake Superior? Huh.
I don't know.
I don't know that either.
I'm way down in the south, over by Mexico. I don't know. Okay, let's see. We've done the giveaways. I had one more pattern I wanted to show real quick. Okay. It won't take very long, and I promise it's a knit pattern. It is really pretty. I think it'll be worth everybody's time if I can remember how to get back over there. Let's see. I've got to go back. Hold on a second. I got to share my screen again. Okay, and this is this one right here. I think I got. Okay, let me.
Oh, sweater.
Yes, this is by Amba O'Brien again, and she is like the queen of Advent patterns when you're knitting. But she made this beautiful cardigan. I just love it. It kind of reminds me of what Sabrina's making this year with her little striped cardigan. But you can use the minis. Oh, I have a write up here, and I'm trying to do this off the top of my head. It's the Party Cardi. It's fingering weight, US 4 or 5 needles, 968 to 1958 yards. It will range. It fits bust sizes, 30 inches to 58 inches, so it's size inclusive. It has a drop shoulder construction, a dramatic wide sleeves, beautiful lace cuffs at the bottom and on the edge of the arm, and you can wear it open or buttoned. Let me show you. I think I have a better picture of the lace. Yeah, see right here on the edge, you can see there's a lace cuff at the bottom and on the edge of the sleeves, and it's just, let me enlarge it so you can see it. It is so cute.
Oh yeah, that is cute.
And you can use, you can make a 3-color version, which I think I took a picture of that. I have to go back to the beginning. I saw it there. But you can use up to 22 or 25 scraps to make it really super colorful if you want. I think my 3-color version is this way. Hold up, yeah, right there. I went past it. It's this. So you can, instead, if you don't want to make it like, if you don't want to make it with all the
Busy.
colors, you could
Yeah.
just do a few colors as well. But that's my last one, the Party Cardi, Amber O'Brien. Super pretty. All right, let me get out of this, back over to here, and take all that craziness down if I can. Hold on. Oh my goodness.
Good
I'm
at
sorry.
you, not me. Of course, I'm not on a computer. It's easier on a computer, not on
It's
an
me.
iPad.
It's me. It's all me. Let's see what everybody's saying. Everybody's saying pretty, pretty, pretty. Awesome. I'm glad you guys like that. Oh, somebody, I saw something go by. It looks like a super chat. Oh, thank you so much. Looks like a couple of them. Hold on. Spring, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. The super sticker. And Mama G Gear, thank you. I appreciate that. That was really sweet. Thank you so much. That was really nice. And let's see. Christine is saying, oh, hold on. I don't want to skip over this. Grandy's saying lots of buttons. You could make it without buttons and just leave it open. And then a party sweater. Um, my Ruby and Roses advent would do well on that pattern. Yeah, that might look really, really colorful. Today I had that bright yellow orange color, which I know you don't like.
I'm well known for not liking yellow.
Excuse me.
Big
That's so
story
funny.
there.
That is so funny. Well, we are coming up on 1.5 hours, and we didn't even really get to our questions. We kind of just had so much fun chatting. I don't know if you want to wrap this up. I don't want to keep people very long. So
I
you
think
tell
we
me.
leave it to the people in the chat. Do they still want to continue, or are they ready to fold up?
Yeah, we had a whole list of questions. They were just kind of, some of them were silly, some of them were kind of fun. Some of them were Christmas, some of them
Chris,
were yarn. And I say, I know we, at least we did get the giveaways in. That was really good. And we talked about the replay, and I think we got everything done except for all the little questions that we had. But that was kind of like a backup plan in case people weren't really chatting, so much, because we want everybody to chat so that we can give them a pattern.
I would like to ask them one of the questions that I put in our list, and you can maybe put it down below when I say it. One of my question was, do you have a favorite thing you like to see us do or to watch on our channels? I'm always trying to find what my viewers are interested in seeing or knowing or hearing about. So
Yeah, this one right here. What favorite things? That was your question. We'll ask that. What is your favorite thing you like to see, watch on our channels? Is that it?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'd be interested if that some of them would like to pipe up here, and hearing it from your people as well as mine would be helpful.
Okay.
But maybe some of them just come to visit.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, for you, I really enjoy your make-alongs and seeing whatever everybody else, the creativity that everybody else, they have to pick a yarn, they have to pick a pattern, what they come up with that for inspiration for the picture that you put for the
Yeah.
month. I love that. I think that's really fun.
I think people do enjoy that aspect. Of course, I
Hmm.
only spend like basically one day a month on that. But people are enjoying the challenge, I think, of finding a yarn to do something. Yes, I love seeing beautiful yarn patterns, and I absolutely love tutorials. And everybody knows that follows me, I don't do tutorials.
Uh, that's
Now,
okay.
I don't do tutorials because I don't have equipment set. You have to have a special space to do that.
Hmm.
Now, I have done, I don't call it a tutorial, I call it an instruction video. I did a whole series, I think 4 weeks in a row, showing them how to navigate Ravelry and use some of the aspects of Ravelry that a lot of people don't know.
Right. Right. There's a lot you can do with Ravelry. Sherry loves to learn new stitches. Let's see. I saw a whole bunch of stuff. Debbie saying her favorite thing are y'all yarn hauls and tutorials. This is a good feedback. I like this question. Um, Bonnie, she likes to see what you've made or what you're working on.
Yeah.
And even Kim is saying, I think that's what we all want to know from our viewers. It's a good question. Um, Denise says she comes to visit to see what you're up to.
Okay.
Barb likes to see and hear about the project's process and hearing what was changed or modified.
Okay.
Donna, her very favorite thing is to see the yarns and hear what you're thinking of making with it.
And is it because I only, when you talk about yarn hauls, they know I never do yarn hauls from the big box stores. Of course, we don't have Joann's and we don't have Hobby Lobby, and I don't show you yarn from where else, Hobby or, those places. When I show yarn, it's hand-dyed yarn.
Yeah,
So is that why you like to hear about the yarn? Because I'm showing hand-dyed?
it's a good question. Let's see. Christine, she likes it when I find cute crochet patterns to share. She's new to Judy, but she'll be checking out her videos soon.
Thank
Okay.
you, Christine.
Let's see. Kim is saying it varies by channel. We all different content, but yeah, definitely we are all very different. That's what makes it work is that we can all do this and we're not all doing the same thing. So
Yeah.
Donna, she likes to see the finished projects.
And that can be a challenge to
For
have a
sure.
lot of finished objects.
Yes, definitely. Jane likes the finished objects yarn and patterns. Let's see.
That's Sheila you have up there.
Sheila, so sorry. I'll get it right eventually. Let's see. Adam says he's a visual learner with crocheting. He loves seeing finished objects, and I will a lot sooner make something I see on your channels than seeing them on Ravelry pattern sites.
Okay.
Interesting.
I
like
once took a pattern a very easy pattern, and there's a tutorial. I won't say the name right now. And I think one week I showed them 3 different versions of the same pattern, and one was done in fingering, and one I know was done in either DK or worsted, and I forget the third one. But I did it in 3 very different yarns, and
hmm
now I think they found very interesting.
Yeah, that
It
is
changes the
interesting
look of the item when you
for
change the
sure.
yarn.
For sure. Anna is saying she just signed up to follow you, Judy,
Thank you.
and she enjoyed it when I did the Miss May make along in 2022. I need to do that again. That was a lot of fun. I did a knit along with a pattern we picked, and it was a lot of fun. And shared it kind of shared all everybody's. It was we were all making the same thing. So
I did one last summer, and I don't think I did a good job of it, but they said they want to do another. So it is in the works, people, that I am going to do a make along in early in the new year. And here's the kicker. I have a couple of patterns we can choose between, and there is a knit and a crochet version. So the knitters and the crocheters can both make the same thing at the same time. And this time I think I'll spend more time with them as we progress through it.
That's nice. Very nice.
So probably towards the end of January.
That's cool. So keep your eyes open for that, everybody. Yeah. New hand dyers and show the yarns. That's Envita. Yeah. Let's see. Marcia says, being that I'm blind, I just like to listen to some of my friends while they share their projects and other content. Okay. Oh, we're so grateful that you're here. Thank you. Let's see. Thank you, Katia, saying I have great tutorials. I haven't done tutorials in a while. I need to. Listen to this. You both have great taste in yarn. I think we all do. We all like the good stuff, right? We all like the good stuff. That's sweet. Thank you. Let's see. Sherry always called hand-dyed yarn on the bougie side due to the cost.
This term that I've been hearing lately, bougie, I keep wondering, what are we saying? Expensive? Is that what you mean? It's expensive or luxury yarn when you say it's bougie?
Yeah, for sure.
That's the only kind I like. I've always had expensive taste.
Let's see. Judy is saying she's looking forward to be a make-along participant, and she appreciates Judy's honesty about her yarn purchases and how she feels about them, and likes being shown patterns too. Nice.
Thank you, Judy. I am sometimes brutally honest, but I don't think there's any other way to be.
Love that. Steve likes the projects made from the makers choose and what issues or adaptations made. That's
Okay.
cool.
I
I
have
love
shown
that.
a couple where I've changed it. Yeah.
Um, oh, Demetra wants to see more of my yarn room and stash. Okay, that's easy. I'd be happy to do that. I just when I revealed it, I felt like I kept going on and on and on, but I definitely can go into more detail.
Is that something my viewers want to see? My yarn room?
Ah, yes, of course. What
It's
do you
pretty
think?
messy. I got to clean up the sewing machines first.
Of course, we want to see yarn. Are you
I
kidding?
have to tell you, I have a yarn room, and this is just a small part, but I have out in the hallway another one of these whole units that's bigger. And in the room next to here, I have a whole bunch of that all over the house. I have lots of yarn.
That was my problem. I had too many rooms with yarn in it, and every time I tried to find something, it took me at least 30 minutes, sometimes hours to
Oh
find it.
no.
And it would make me so frustrated. So
My middle
finally,
my middle name is organization, so I know. For instance, back here, this is only expression fiber arts, and
ah,
each cubby is a
wow.
different type. So that's only oasis, and this is only pearlescent, and so on. So my yarn is, and I did for those that don't know, somebody commented that I have a big list of both Canadian and American hand dyers. In the summer, I went through all the Canadians that I had and all the Americans I had. And while I was doing those two videos, I separated. So I have one whole row that's only American dyers, one whole row that's only Canadian dyers. So I can kind of know where to go and find certain yarns. But I don't do it by who made it. I do it by, okay, what color do I want to put in it? And I look at the wall and I say, oh, this color, I love the look. Let's use this.
Yeah.
I just found a yarn that was buried and I forgot all about it. And this is Canadian Dyer. And look at this, folks. Do you remember when I first
Here.
got it and I oohed and awed over it? Well,
Okay, I'm
this
going to
is
make
going
you
to get
big.
on the hook real soon.
Oh, that's pretty. I'm going to make you big. Let's see. So you can
And,
sew it.
oh, okay. And can you see my favorite thing? It's sparkle. Can
Oh, that is pretty.
this backwards thing is bothering me there. Okay, so I just came across this recently. I'd forgotten about it and I said, oh, I love that so much. I got to make something with it. I think there's a good view of it right there.
Yeah, that's pretty. Really
That is
pretty.
so pretty. I have two of them. So it's a
Oh,
shawl. Just
right.
got to
That's
find the right
awesome.
pattern. Open to suggestions.
Okay, bougie is fancy.
Okay.
A lot of people are saying they liked my Miss May. Thank you, Midge and Deb, saying they liked my Miss May. That's
You
really
can
nice.
bring me back down now.
Oh, okay. No, I like it. Let's
Oh, they can
see.
see my room. There's some cross, oh, over here. There's some cross stitch, the lion and the lamb.
Let's see. How do I take you down now? I haven't done this in such a while. Okay.
We don't need to see me big.
There we go.
Okay.
Got it. Got it. I figured if I play around with it enough, I get it. All right. Let's see. Um, yarn
But
enabling to
I'll
always watch.
always watch. You know, that was why I started following Gina. I'll tell you this. I'm not a knitter, so why would I follow the knitting turnpike? But after I saw her first video with all those beautiful shawls, I was really, really impressed. I found that she was always showing beautiful yarn and I was looking for more places to get beautiful yarn, and that's what kept me there watching Gina.
Oh, well, thank you.
I'll never probably knit. Well, maybe I'll knit one day, but
I can't wait. That's okay. I need to crochet more. Kim is saying being a hand dyed yarn addict is a whole other
yeah,
craft besides knitting and crochet. She loves her hand dyes, but also sees a need and use for man made. And that's true. That's true because
yeah,
you don't want to make a baby blanket with a super expensive yarn because you want it to be easy to clean, and
yeah.
there's just
I
certain things.
I make shawls for donation. We just took 32 shawls to a senior center, and they got to be made out of acrylic. So I do use them some.
Okay, Judy, we're a little bit behind. I want to kind of pick up the pace. Everybody is saying, yes, show us your yarn
Yes,
room.
please. Oh, they want to see the yarn room.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay. We all love it. Yarn hoarders unite. So definitely. Let's see. We want to see, and we want to see it all. We want to see it all, Judy. They want to see
Well, the
everything.
sewing machines will stay, but I'm not going to leave the junkiness.
They want to see it all. Let's see. Kim tends to buy a lot of hand dyed and loves. She has a beautiful yarn room. You should go check out her new yarn room. Her husband built her. I mean, it's a yarn house. It is gorgeous. It is so pretty. Definitely, she's calling it her Yarnotopia, and it's beautiful. I'm so happy that you have that because it's really pretty. Go check out her videos on that. I'm
Yarn for
getting.
a Smile. I've never even heard of the channel.
Oh, her name's Kim. She's a good friend of mine. I've known her since before I even did YouTube when I was actually selling yarn on Facebook a long time ago. A long time ago. Oh, that's okay. No big deal. I'm glad you're here now. I haven't done a live in a long time. I don't think I did a live all year. So, hey, no
Well,
worries. I'm
thank
just
you
glad to
very
see you.
much. What did you say Spring's name was?
Spring.
Oh, it is Spring. Okay.
Yes. Her name is Spring.
Thank
Beautiful
you.
name. Everybody wants to see their yarn room. Some people have entire houses full of yarn. So
Well,
everybody's
I'm
saying
not
yes.
saying my whole house, but I have it all over the house. I'm fortunate. I live alone in a house, so I can do what I want, put it where I want.
So everybody's saying yes to the yarn room. Demetra is also saying she loves cross stitch. She'd love to see more of that as well. And oh, the yarn, purple and speckled, ticks all her boxes. Denise says.
Yeah,
Um,
mine too, Denise, and you know that.
all right, so let's see. Everybody's chatting. It looks like we're kind of wrapping up. Is there anything else we need to say? Anything today? I think we just leave the questions where they are. They were kind of fun Christmas stuff, but we've had fun. I've had more fun chatting about what everybody thinks
Yeah.
and what's going on with everybody. So we're so thankful that you guys spent time with us today, and I'm so thankful to Judy for joining me on this channel for this
Well,
live show.
I was really happy to join you, and I would like to extend a reciprocal invite, but I haven't a clue how to do this. So if you ever want to get together again, I'd be happy to join you.
Okay, let's do that. We'll plan it. We will plan it. I want to come and be there in your yarn room when you do it. I want to see all your yarn.
Well, just watch my videos. Maybe in the new year, you got to plan these things, and late January, maybe early February, we'll get a trip of my yarn.
That's so sweet. Thank you, Jenny. You're sweet. I appreciate that. Guys are so sweet to me, and I've enjoyed this. I was glad we could work in a live show because I haven't done a live show in a long, long time, and it's a different animal. It's a whole different thing. We get to chat and get to know you guys a whole lot better than just a little comment or an email. So thank you for coming. Thank you for spending the time with us. Um, and it's just, I see other people coming in. Welcome, and we're about to wrap this up, but it's so nice to have you here. And I know me personally, I just wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And same to Judy. I hope you have a wonderful holiday. And it's just been so much fun getting to know you and watching your advents and everything. And so many wonderful other creators here as well. Please go check out people with channels and show them some love and spend some time with them and get to know them as well. Because we're all different and we all have things to share. And it's all wonderful, creative, fiber stuff that I love.
We all have
So,
a common love of the yarn for sure. And I want
absolutely.
to echo Gina and wish all of you the blessings of the season, peace, joy, hope, and love.
Amen.
And have a very, very safe holiday. and look forward to seeing some of you over on my channel. It's been really fun being here. I've enjoyed getting to know Gina better and being part of her community. It has been a lot of fun because I really didn't know exactly what to expect, but it was a good time and I was happy to see all of you.
Me too. It was a lot of fun, and we just wish you all the best. And we're going to play out an old video that I have from a couple years ago, but I think it sums it up. And just wish you all a very Merry Christmas, and thanks again for being here. All right.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everyone.